So this morning I have Cookie. You want to say hi? You want to say hi? Oh, hi Cookie Boom Boom. She's like, it's too bright. I'm not going to look over there. Anywho, so I have her today. What we're doing today is something just a little bit different. I used to do these a lot and just decided, what the hey, let's go ahead and do it today. So I'm going to be doing some Q&A. So whatever questions you guys have, feel free to ask them. We'll go for about 10 minutes here. So if you have a question, hurry up and go ahead and put it in the comments so I can get to it. Hey, Linda, I see you there. Let me get you guys up on screen here. There we go, Linda. But yeah, so you can ask me questions about, hi Kathy and Michelle. You can ask questions about anything. So it can be about business, it can be about relationships, it can be about my launch tomorrow. I'm launching something massive tomorrow that is just like, yeah, so exciting. I say I'm in the puke zone about it, and I have been for weeks, and the reason why, some people are like, what's the puke zone? I think they think I'm sick. I'm not sick. The puke zone, if you haven't, if you're new to the community, the puke zone is essentially being so dang excited about something and how you're going to provide positive impact that you're just kind of like, you know how you bubble up and you're a little bit pukey, right? Not in a bad way, but in a very excited way. Maybe other people don't experience that, but it's puke zone for me. So let's see. Also, let me just do this real quick. You guys can win stuff. I don't know if you knew that or not. Just subscribe to the YouTube channel, my YouTube channel. Comment on my YouTube videos. Share my YouTube videos into social media. One person every week wins something, okay? Let me get that out of there. All right. I see you guys. Good morning, Andrea and Amanda and Ginger. Cindy, love that shirt. I am old-fashioned. Yes, just call me old-fashioned. I love this shirt too. I'm country, you guys. I am very country and very old-fashioned. I think I surprise people with that sometimes, but I absolutely am. Nancy, good morning. Michelle, 2222. That's right. That is the launch date of maybe the most amazing thing that I have ever done. It's definitely the most impactful thing that I have ever done. It's really, really good, you guys. And it doesn't cost a lot of money, which is the important thing to me, right? Because how many lives can I impact if I price something at, a lot of money? How much impact can I actually have? The answer is not much. There are some coaches out there that are like, well, unless people are going to pay $2,500 a month, then they're not going to get true transformation. And I just don't buy it. We just don't agree. Not that they're wrong. I love them to death. Like, I know these people that do this, right? And I mean, some of them I love, some of them I don't know. But the ones that I know, I love these guys, and they choose to do what they do, and that's fine. But I'm seeking true impact in the world of being able to raise these families up, right? Raise them up to be able to crush income at home. Like, that's what I really want. And if I first have to charge them $2,500 a month in order to get them there, that isn't, to me, that's not really impactful. Because if they can afford $2,500 a month, they're already doing okay, in my opinion, And that's just where I'm at, because everybody that I see stuck on the starting line, those are the people that need the help, right? That's just how I see things. But that's just because those are my people, right? So again, nothing wrong with the people that do their business that way. Their people aren't my people. And so my people, I will make sure that they have a way to succeed, period, bottom line, period. Tell me about the launch. Well, so it's tomorrow. It will probably be tomorrow evening when I actually launch. So for those of you that are like, it's tomorrow, but what time tomorrow? It's probably going to be tomorrow evening by the time we have everything set up and ready to go. Like I said, the impact of it is going to be insane. every single person that desires to grow their income from home will be able to do so. Every single person, let me repeat it, that desires to grow their impact from home will be able to do so. And I am in constant, not barrage, not overwhelming barrage of information, but constant pipeline of things that you need in the way that you need them, okay? And so most of it's gonna be about business, but some of it's even gonna be about your relationships. So your relationships with the people that you work with, your relationships with your family, relationships with your friends. There are gonna be things that you start to understand and learn about people around you that is going to change your world entirely, okay? So it's a let's do life together sort of thing. And you know how I roll, like I got you. It's essentially gonna be 4 workshops a month, but workshop sounds very like worky. It's 4 trainings a month with your, Q&As and stuff, but then we're also going to make sure that you have plenty of time, like where the community itself is going to build out, okay? And I'm just gonna keep adding to it. You know how I do, I'm just gonna keep adding to it. So anyway, there is that. Amy, aw, sweet puppy, yeah, she's sleeping now. She's kind of sleeping, just kind of sleeping. Paige, good morning. Linda, can I serve people, excuse me, can I serve people with my bat signal in ministry without compromising my business? Absolutely, yes. You have to be careful, but absolutely, yes. Absolutely, yes. Angela, I can't wait. Amy, good morning. Paige, I want to know what's this new puke zone thingy. Vonda, good morning, Martha and Cookie. Good morning, lady. Oh, how can I? Okay, Linda May, how can I serve people with my bat signal in ministry without compromising my business? Compromising my business, yeah. Well, my business is my ministry. I think what we have to focus on the most, and we can't go wrong if we focus on this, what we focus on is serving our people and making sure that what we're giving our people is precisely what they need and not fleecing them. I mean, look to me as a role model, I suppose, in this capacity of I give people exactly what they need and I don't charge what everybody else charges to do so. Not because I don't believe it's worth it. There are some people that'll be like, oh, well, you don't have enough self-confidence to be able to charge more money. No, I could absolutely charge more money. I have no problem. Listen, I have all the self-confidence in the world. I have all the swag, okay? This is not about self-confidence. This is about if my people can't afford it, they're not going to do it, which means they will not be impacted. It's as simple as that. And I think sometimes people turn a blind eye to that whenever they're saying, well, I want to charge a whole bunch of money for something, and they kind of turn a blind eye to the fact that that means that not that many people are going to be able to be impacted by it. And so really, at the end of the day, was your goal impact? And I'm not talking to you, Linda May, I'm just saying like the royal you. It's an important thing to note. It's an important thing to note. Let me keep going here. Michelle, what's the question most people need to ask about starting their home business that they don't know to ask? Really good question. What's the question most people need to ask about starting their home business that they don't know to ask? Well, the very first question when anybody's starting a home business, which is essentially a personal brand, your first question is, who am I serving? If you don't know who you're serving, you can't pass go. I mean, you can pass go, but not successfully. You need to know who you're serving. You need to know who your people are. And that's what then allows you to be able to serve them in multiple ways. You know how I talk about multiple income streams and such? Also because of that, if y'all are watching this and you are not yet an HBR, stop playing around. What you do is you go to Livin the Dream with Martha. It's my Facebook business page. Message me the words, let's do this, rainbows and unicorns. HBR is not yet raised in price, okay? Make sure you jump in before that happens because you guys need to be creating this. This is the blueprint of how I created my own business, my income streams from home, my content strategy, everything. Make sure you pop in there, guys, if you haven't gotten that. But what they need to ask Michelle is they need to be able to answer. So it's not about asking, it's about answering the question of who their people really are. We go through that in the beginning of HBR, by the way. And I also have like a bat signal workshop that goes through that. That's on my website withmartha.com under courses. So you can go there as well. That's a really inexpensive purchase there. Rosemary, hello. Vonda, I'm so excited and I don't even know what it is yet. Kathy, I've heard the mention of your merch first. How do we access that and how do we start to do merch for ourselves? To get my merch, you just go to withmartha.com and go to shop at the top, and that takes you to my store. You guys can create your own merch sites. What we used is Shopify, and then we used Printly, maybe? Printly? I can't remember. But essentially it's all drop ship. So I don't ever touch any of it. We just create the designs and put it up for sale. So it really doesn't require that much in order to create these shops and then to maintain them. So that's how you would do your own. Printful, that's what it is, Printful. So that's a plugin to use for Shopify. You can Google both of those things, and it's pretty simple. Andrea, if you don't have an income stream, what would you recommend starting off with if you don't know where to start? Ooh, that's a good question. Thank you so much for saying that. I think the very first thing to start off with is either an affiliate connection if you have, something that you know of that's a good affiliate. Like my stuff, if you're in HBR, you have an affiliate for my stuff, right? So you can make money off of just offering my stuff. So that's a good first, because I pay out a lot, right? Because again, I want you guys making money. Also, this new thing is no different. Just a heads up, this new thing is also going to be affiliateable from day one. Okay, so we're not waiting the normal 2 weeks in order for affiliates to be able to make money off of referring their friends to my new thing. You will, from day one, it'll be available tomorrow, be able to do that, okay? And it's every single month you get a payment, okay, that your refers are in. I want for business all around to be win-win-win. That's the only way that I operate in grace. It's the only way that I feel good about business is if everybody wins. That's just how I am. It's how I'm wired. So you're welcome. So there's that. Affiliate marketing is one thing, definitely. Another thing is I suggest if you're not yet in the place of feeling like you can create courses and signature programs and that sort of thing, I really think the very first thing that you need to be doing is coaching. And so you set up like an Acuity link, go to Acuity and set up a link. It's really inexpensive there. But just start coaching, sell 30 minutes of your time to be able to coach on the thing that you help people do. So of course you need to know who your people are and how you're going to serve them. So in HBR we go through all of that, and then you can just start coaching. From the coaching, what you're going to notice is you're going to hear the same questions coming through, and then you're going to realize you can create a small course out of that. Because it's one of the best ways to create a course is that question you keep getting over and over again. Create a small course out of it. Make it $17, $30, whatever you want to make it. But just, that's your answer to that question. But then as you start seeing what people are looking for, what your people are looking for, then you can create a program that takes them from beginning to end of that whole thing, okay? But you'll get it from your people themselves, which of course is perfect. Ginger, how is Mike feeling? Thank you for asking that, Ginger. He is good. He is much, much better. Thank you for asking. Amanda, is it separate from HBR? Absolutely, it is separate from HBR. People don't need to be in HBR to be able to utilize this. It is separate from HBR. I love the sounds of this. Oh, you see why I was in the puke zone, because I'm like, I can literally help everyone. I can help everyone in a way that I've been afraid to help them, because I've had this tinge. I'm not gonna lie, I'm totally transparent, you guys. I've had this tinge of my friends charging $2,500 a month for this stuff, and I'm like, but I don't want to. And so I've been fighting with this for like a year now. I've been fighting with setting this thing up and the pricing structure of it for like a year. Because I'm like, I don't want to charge that much. And then finally I'm like, you know what? I'm not everybody else, right? And so I choose not to even feel the weight of everybody else's what they do on me, because we're different, period. Michelle, what's one thing? Oh, I think I need to go. Oh gosh, I am. Yeah, what's one thing you wish everyone would believe about themselves or starting a business? I wish everyone realized how capable they are. I wish everyone realized that they're not the failure that they believe themselves to be. You just weren't listening to the right person. That's the truth. Once you hear how to do this from the right person, everything changes for you. So give yourself the grace and the openness to be able to hear it from somebody else, and then be like, okay, all right, I see I can do this. Okay, you guys, I have to get out of here. I love you so much. I love that there are so many questions. Maybe I'll pop back in and do more Q&As. What do you guys think? Let me know if you want me to do some more Q&As. I kind of love this. This is really fun. Plus, I like having Cookie. But anyway, you guys have the best day. See you later.